Welcome aboard here. We got Georgia State and Wisconsin against these guys. Got King at the quarterback. Got Mr. Perez at the tight end. It's going to be a good game here. Well, everybody, come on out. It's going to be a good game here. Pressure on defense versus King Nuts. Oh, 0-8. Commish. It's going to be a good game. Get ready. Buckle your seatbelts. Fans are out. Crowd's rocking. Hands rocking. Hands going out. Pull in. It's going to be a good game here. What do you think about, Bob? Well, I think Mr. King's going to do a good job tonight. I mean, it was 0-2, but, man, they had a good week of practice. Good tight end battle. He's going to be good. I mean, Wisconsin's going to be a tough team. But I got Georgia Tech winning by 3. Last-minute field goal. Kickoff time. Let's go, baby. Pass! Let's go. Let's go. Number 15, Wisconsin kickoff right here. We're coming to the kickoff. 1-1. Number ranked 15, Wisconsin versus Georgia Tech 0-3. Let's see what happens here. We got a good quarterback here, man. A lot of scouts are here. It's going to be a real competitive game. Kickoff time. Let's go.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The kick is on its way. Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's in the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's King. Throws for the tight end. This time on target. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Caught behind the line. It's Rivers. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down with a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fox. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Fox.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's King. Sets up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screenplay, make the tackle, now setting up fourth down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Fox. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll run play action. Still looking on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Looking downfield, it's King. Extending the play. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game tonight.
Quickly complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs.
The Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it on the outside. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Badgers are rolling down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to get them a 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, and try to get my guy open.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Badger! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a man, it's King. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rivers. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Wide open downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. The hand to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. but then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to the big tight end. By himself, he makes the grab. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Moving away from pressure. He's got it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And that one will put him up here in the second half. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back to pass, it's King. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it. He's loose. Touchdown, Badger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Fox. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yep.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Kane. Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking for room at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Time to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. The give to the back. Hard running there. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside. And he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
He'll bring it out. It's Fox. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's caught inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. action on first down. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's King. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Keeps looking downfield. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the first down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love them to stay in bounds to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward, having a better understanding of the situation in game.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. Off and running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Badger. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
To throw, it's King. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking for a huge play. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Here comes the heat. Pulls it in on the right. Open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. lead.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Got the first himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's King. He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That's the thing about this offense. You think you've got them backed up, and then you don't. 1st and 10 from inside the 50. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back to the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Throws to the tight end. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida Atlantic took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Boca Raton. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Dropping back, it's King. Snagged in the middle, it's Rivers. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the sideline. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the upright. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw, it's King. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes,
he lobs one high down the left side. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Well, this